Hey, this is Katie here, and today I'll be talking about why Grand Theft Auto 3 is a revolutionary masterpiece. Like a masterpiece of a game. A lot of people like to give shit about it, but I still really love this game to this day because it's not as good as 4 or San Andreas or 5 even, but it's still pretty fucking good, dude. I have not beaten it, but this game is revolutionary for 2001. It's the first 3D open world game. We had 3D open world games before then. This was one of the first really popular ones that people actually liked, loved. It's a free open world city. You could do missions. You can steal cars. You can do anything you wanted in this game because it was something we hadn't seen before. You can do criminal activity, go nuts, shoot vehicles, you name it, beat up people, you name it. It was something we hadn't seen before. If you get bored of the story, you can just have fun, like doing side objectives, using cheat codes, getting a tank using a cheat code, which I love to do when I'm just bored in GTA 3 myself, because who doesn't like to do that shit? And this game's story is actually really freaking good. It's like the movie The Goodfellas in a lot of ways, slash The Godfather in a lot of ways, because it's just awesome. The story's amazing. Graphics back then were awesome. I think I prefer the definitive edition's graphics more than the original's graphics, in my personal opinion. That's my own taste. A lot of people like to give shit about the definitive edition, but the graphics in there look pretty good for the remaster. Yeah, plus the classic lighting and the graphics for the definitive edition. Oh god, I love that so much. I'm currently playing the definitive edition because Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2 graphics suck. Today's standards, they do. And also, I love the protagonist Claude, which he doesn't speak in the game, which touche. GTA characters haven't speak since Vice City. The first one was Tommy Vercetti, of course. It was Tommy Vercetti. That was the first GTA character that can speak in the game. And you had protagonists in GTA 3, but not a lot. And also, I love the radio stations in GTA 3, like Push It to the Limit from Scarface. They had a lot of Scarface soundtracks in the game, which is pretty cool, actually. They have some real licensed music, but not a lot. Most of them's based off of movies, gangster films, shit like that. Films, which I love, by the way. I love Scarface. I love The Godfather, which I hadn't seen, which a lot of people say, Katie, you should watch The Godfather. But I will, but it's a long ass movie. But 70s movies, 60s and 70s movies are the best movie eras of all time, in my opinion. Let's let's go away from the movies. Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto 3 had some really awesome weapons, like the AK-47. Like, it had really cool weapons in the game. It had grenades. It had cool ass cars. It had missions. It's really fun to do the missions. I like the My favorite Grand Theft Auto mission is when you go into the city the most. The second island in the definitive edition, which don't get me wrong, that's how far I made into the game. And mission I hate the most is the Turismo mission, which you damage your car really quickly if you race it. I did it once, goodly, and I crashed so many fucking times, dude. It's not even funny. And before we get to the controversy. We're going to talk about the controversy in a little bit. And also, Grand Theft Auto 3 is also has the beginning opening is a bank robbery when a lady robs a bank and shoots Claude in the face, and Claude survives. And Claude and this other guy, I don't know who his name is, are in back of a police truck, and they escape, or something happens, and they get into a car and they get away from it, which is a pretty good story overall to start off a GTA game overall, because this game has a really good story. It's in my top 10 Rockstar games of all time. I think Bully's a little bit better, but not by much. And also, Grand Theft Auto 3 has a 6-star warning system like all GTA games except for 5, which is stupid. Because the warning system in this game is really good in this game. And this game made 3D open world games what they are today. Like, we went and get Saints Row, Sleeping Dogs, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Scarface, The World Is Yours. Any 3D open world game wouldn't exist today without Grand Theft Auto 3. That's not an opinion, that's a fact, because Grand Theft Auto 3 changed the industry around, and with its violence, chaos, get the dark side out of you in this 3D open world. We had games before Grand Theft Auto 1 that were violent, like Death Race 1976. We had Mortal Kombat. We had Doom. We had not the same content, but we had violent games before Grand Theft Auto. We had Death Race, Mortal Kombat, Chiller, Doom, Wolfenstein 3D, and Quake. Hell, even Quake is on there. It's software, it's first-person shooters are on there. And Grand Theft Auto 3, you can get the dark side out of this 3D world, unlike you can do in Grand Theft Auto 1, because Grand Theft Auto 1 is like a 2D world, which it's hard to see sometimes, just because it just really is hard to see. And you can't do as much as in Grand Theft Auto 3. They put a lot of shit in Grand Theft Auto 3. Kid you not. For a game from 2001, it's pretty fucking impressive what they did for a 2001 video game. Pretty advanced for its time, actually. Now, let's talk about the controversy. Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in 2001. 2001 is when the year 9/11 happened. This game came out 1 month after 9/11. Looking a little bit back, this game came out 2 years after Columbine High School shooting, which they blamed video games and Marilyn Manson for the Columbine school shooting, which they don't want to blame the real issues of society, which are the guns. Easy to get guns in society, which I'm going to explain to you right now. If you can get denied in one state to buy a gun, if you go to like a next state, like New Hampshire, for example, you can get accepted in without a background check. They have no federal background checks. The federal background checks suck ass in this country, because they just do suck ass in this country. And also, It's also bad education. The educational system is corrupted. And we don't respect people's opinions anymore. We don't have a moral compass like we used to in like the 60s. It's not video games' fault. It's society getting greedy, corporate, not respecting anyone's opinions. This ain't Democrats or Republicans' fault. It's the two-party system's fault. They're not helping the situation. They're not doing anything. Yeah, it's just my own personal opinion about stuff. Let's get away from politics and continue to talk about Grand Theft Auto 3 controversy. And Grand Theft Auto 3 also got a shit ton of controversy on mainstream media outlets like ABC. Like, there was a sting on ABC of Grand Theft Auto 3 that kids were playing it, and the psychological effects, which grant you are really, really outdated. Social media has done more damage than GTA. Or GTA hasn't done much damage compared to social media because social media makes people feel down about themselves. Grand Theft Auto gets the dark side of yourself in the game, but not in real life. But this only gets worse. In 2003, someone in Tennessee, I don't know the whole case, but they killed someone and they were inspired by Grand Theft Auto 3. Okay. Books inspire killers as well. Take a look at the book Catcher in the Rye, for example. Hell, even Friday the 13th, Saw. It doesn't mean we have to ban or restrict or tax things in our society. We have to go after, we have to have better mental health support in this country, like in Europe and Australia, because they put more money in mental health care than we do in the United States. Hell, even Canada does it as well. And also, Jack Thompson, the guy I mentioned numerous times, my guy who went after Rockstar big time in the early and mid 2000s, was on the case as well, which he lost. Of course he did, because he doesn't have a good reputation. Jack Thompson, he first blamed rap music for society's issues, and then after Columbine, he blamed video games. And he also later on sued Facebook in the late 2010s for like $40 million or some shit like that. This man doesn't have a good reputation at all. He got disbarred in the late 2000s, and we hadn't heard much about him since then. I listened to a podcast with him a couple years ago. I think it was like a year and a half or 2 years ago. Which, yeah. It was interesting, but if you are really into stuff like that, I recommend giving them a listen. But if you don't like crazy people, I don't recommend it at all. And GTA 3 also caused more controversy because of you can beat up women in the game, which understandable, which the Women's Association was against it. They wanted Rockstar to pull the game off the shelves, which understandable, which it's stupid. I understand why they say that, because they're a woman organization, which there's some movies that degrade women, like A Clockwork Orange, like they literally show a rape scene of a woman getting raped in the movie. If you haven't seen it, So wait ahead. Yeah, I always want to see a Clockwork Orange because I'm a big fan of Manhunt. I like dark things. And also, Walmart had to show IDs for the game if people are under 17. If they're under 17, they couldn't buy the game. Of course, they couldn't buy the game because Grand Theft Auto is not a kid's game. Through these people's minds, people think, oh, Grand Theft Auto's for kids. No, it ain't for kids. It's not advertised on Nickelodeon ads or Disney Channel ads, or hell, it's not even featured on Cartoon Network ads. Yeah. Overall, this game is a revolutionary masterpiece. And I just love the graphics in both versions, even though the first version is outdated, 2001 version. The Definitive Edition looks way better. And overall, I'll give this game a 9.5 out of 10. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, and I